Well, as usual, it's raining. It's pretty sloppy out there. I wanted to revive the ambulance and start tearing the inside of it out, but I'm not going out in that slop. Today, I want to talk about entering the world of being an automotive enthusiast and share what and share. Oh man, and share. I guess what I put myself through my entire life with no regrets. I did not come out of my mother's womb with a wrench in my hand and a bunch of knowledge in my head. There was no one in my life that was a mechanic, machinist, fabricator, welder, engineer. I had a stepdad that was a Boeing engineer, but he couldn't even change a tire. So we're not going to count him. Um, I am 100% pretty much, uh, with the exception of the industry that I work in, 100% self-taught. And, I learned how to weld by borrowing a welder and just trying to figure out how to stick stuff together. So, anyways, I've made a list, been making a list for a long time, and it's in my notes on my phone. And half of this stuff that I wrote down, I don't even know what any of it means. And it's quite long. So we're gonna jump in to a few of them today. We'll do a continuing series on this. No matter what your level is going to be, whether it's just a little change, a tune-up, and a detail, or if it's full-on restoration. Number one rule. Number one rule. Build a car you can afford to finish. Now, what do I mean by afford? I don't just mean money. I mean money, time, equipment, a place, the skill. Build a car you can afford to finish. Some of the affordability can be replaced with ambition. If you don't mind dragging a Ford Jack around in the dirt, I guess you don't really need a place. You can just do it right in your own driveway. If you've gone to Craigslist or Marketplace and typed in as a search project, there are pages and pages of people who took a car, stripped it down to the bare shell, sandblasted or stripped or sanded all of the paint off of it, and then realized that they didn't have the time or the money. If you don't have the time and you don't have the money and you don't have a place or really just the ambition to do a job like that, don't do it. Just keep the thing running and enjoy it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be restored. Restoring a car, when you're starting out, restoring a car is 10 times more time and money than you think it is. It's not a 45-minute YouTube video like you think it is. It's years of your life and all of your money. So keep it simple. Keep it within your range. You know what? The next one you do, you can buy off a little more. But don't start something that you can't afford to finish. Build a car you can afford to drive. Don't build a car with 13-to-1 compression when, like me, the nearest place to get E85 or anything else is about 45 minutes away. And anything but E85 is really expensive. For the street, I would never build an engine more than about 10.5 to 1, maybe 10.5 to 1. That way you can just run pump gas, Supreme, and you don't have a problem with it. Build a car that has a place or a purpose. Don't build a car. Drag racing is a really good example. Don't build a car for a race series that doesn't even happen in your area. We don't, West Coast, we don't do a lot of heads up type racing. We don't do a lot of the lights out. We don't do a lot of that. Really around here, it's bracket racing. Starting to kind of do a little drag and drive. Every now and then I see a drag and drive, which I'd like to do. Don't put a whole bunch of money into a car to go heads up racing when there's no heads up racing to do. Don't build a car to go import racing. There's no import racing anymore. That died a long time ago. I used to drag race air-cooled Volkswagens. That just doesn't happen anymore. There's no air-cooled Volkswagen drag racing events. Place or purpose. Make sure that there's something you could do with the car when you're done with it. Put yourself on a schedule. On Monday and Wednesday nights, I spend X amount of time in the shop working on the car. Put yourself on a schedule. An hour a day after work, an hour a day before work. When my nephew and I were building his VAS-10, our schedule was every Sunday from about 10 to 4. And we worked on it every Sunday. And at the end of the day, we made a list of the things that we would need to work on it the next week. Okay, next week we need 6 feet of fuel line, a box of clamps, whatever, brake pads. So put yourself on a schedule and don't miss it. Treat it like you're going to the gym. The days that you go to the gym and work out for 2 hours diligently, you have to put yourself on a schedule. You cannot turn it into, I'm going to do it someday. I don't know if you know this, but there's no such thing as someday. Someday never comes. What I actually wrote down was, someday has a bad habit of becoming never. Going down the list here, trying to figure out what I was talking about. Well, subscribe. I know what that means. Please subscribe to my channel. Cringe factor. Cringe factor was a tough one for me. What is cringe factor? Cringe factor is when you spend time and money doing something and then you take 3 steps back to look at it and it looks like shit. It's not how you envisioned it at all. The color's all wrong, the shape's all wrong. It just doesn't, you just don't like it. Now, if you just completely redo everything to perfection, time and time again, you're never going to get it done. So sometimes you just have to let the cringe factor go, at least for a while. I don't like it, but it's done. I absolutely hate the header on the dragster. The header on the dragster was originally a header that I originally built for my little blue 521 pickup. And I thought it turned out really, really good. And then I took a chop saw to it and cut it to pieces and tried to make it fit the dragster. It works, but I'm not happy with it. I think it's ugly. So don't be a perfectionist. Just get the thing solid, safe, and enjoy it. And on down the road, If you find some skills or buy some better equipment to do a better job, party on. Do it over. But don't continually tear the car apart because you're not happy with how something turned out. So I have commit / cheap equipment. I have no idea what that means. Cheap equipment. Does that mean buy equipment used? I have bought a lot of equipment from the auctions, the local high bid online auctions. Find an auction house that has the occasional GEARHEAD estate sale, and you'll be able to pick up some parts and some tools, some equipment really cheap. Commitment. All I can say is going back to it's kind of the thing that you're in it for life. If you really commit to doing this, I will be doing this until I die. I can't think of anything I'd rather do than build a car. But this is a commitment. When you've invested thousands and thousands of dollars on equipment and a place, all of a sudden it seems really silly to go out and buy yourself a brand new car. I can't justify buying myself a brand new car because I have a 1,600 square foot shop with all the equipment I need to make something run. So beware of that. Beware of buying a whole bunch of equipment and dedicating your life to gaining knowledge on building cars and fabrication, and then all of a sudden you really like the new Camaro. It won't make any sense. You won't be able to justify it, and you won't be able to work on it. Anyways, I'm going to stop there. I mean, there's 20 more on the list. I'm going to stop there, and we'll keep doing this. This is probably going to take 2 or 3 parts. I'm also going to do a giveaway. It's not going to be much, but when we start talking about tools and equipment, I'm going to probably do a giveaway in that on that subject. So thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Stay out of the nasty weather. Stay warm. And I'll see you guys next weekend.